Excuse me, Councilman.
Jesse.
Okay. And we are 7 o'clock, ready to start our meeting, so we'll call the meeting to order.
Slavin,
Yes.
Cox,
Here.
Crampton,
Here.
Grisbeck,
Here.
Johnson,
Here.
Merker,
Here.
Robert.
Here.
Okay, if we could have everybody stand, we'll say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Alrighty, thank you all for being here. We will move on to the approval of the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Support.
Crampton,
Yes.
Grisbeck,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Slavin,
Yes.
Cox.
Yes. Alrighty, we will move on to public discussion for items not on the agenda. Is there anybody in the crowd that has public discussion for items on the agenda? I see a hand up. If you could step up, ma'am. Go ahead to the podium. And if you could just state your name and address, please, I appreciate it. Thank you. How you doing tonight?
Good, good. My name is Sarah Rupert, and my address is 22544 Candace. That's Rockwood.
Yes.
I just had a question about the Wayne County Transit. What was it called?
The smart?
Yes, I think that's what it is. I read a comment from somebody in Gibraltar that they were trying to opt out on it because it won't be coming down this area and it won't benefit any of us anyway. So
God,
I
I
was
wish
just wanting to find some information out about that.
there's actually something going on right now at Flat Rock Community Center. I don't know if you saw it on our Facebook pages. They're talking. There's some folks from Wayne County there right now, but we can't opt out of it. It was made mandatory for all the Wayne County cities at this point, and it's going to be on the ballot on August 4th to vote on. So it's up to the people now. It's going to be a vote of the people whether you want it or not to vote for it.
Okay.
But you know, so yeah, it's up to the people.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
I had no clue about it.
Just for your information, this council did take a vote. This council opposes it.
Opposes it, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
If
Thank
you
you.
if you want some more information, you can call City Hall, and Vicki or myself can get you some more information on it.
Okay.
And I will see, like I said, Mayor Beller over in Flat Rock now. They're putting on a presentation at the community center right now, and I can see what information they had tonight, and I can get it to you. Or if you're going to leave the meeting, you can drive over there too. It's going on right now. I think it started at 6:30, and they have some representatives from Smart and the county there right now.
All right, but you said you're gonna get some flyers and stuff or something, information on
I
it.
can get some more information for you.
All right,
Yes.
and where could I get that from you? Would it give you an email address or just come down, you have some flyers or something, or?
If you see Vicki, she can get you all the info. Yep.
Okay.
Also, ma'am, the resolution is available to read and explains why the city council opposes the smart bus
All right, all
proposition.
right, sounds good.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
For
Of
coming.
course.
Thank you very much.
Anybody else with any public discussion for items not on the agenda?
Yeah, I just wanna see where we're at with the deer problem.
Okay. Nick, Chief, did you have any updates on the deer on the deer issue?
Address it now.
Mike Reed, R-E-E-D. Yes.
I was going to address it in my next remarks, but I can do it now since the question got raised. Not last week, 2 weeks ago, after the council meeting, we had a meeting with the Southeast Michigan Deer Coalition that I'm now part of, along with many other communities in Wayne County.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. So what the next step is going to be, they kind of came up with the best practice of the groups who have done it, coming from Farmington Hills and Livonia, and a bunch of the other communities around there who, and how they did everything. So the next step is going to be everybody's gonna get a survey. Okay, they're working on the survey right now. I believe it goes out August 1st. So once we get the survey, it's gonna be a QR code.
Is it they, DNR?
The Southeast Coalition.
Oh, so coalition,
Right.
okay.
Yes, they're gonna they're kind of running the survey, and it's gonna go to the communities. We'll post the QR codes on our website, on our Facebook. We'll have the QR codes at the police station and at City Hall that you could snap on, go onto it, and it'll basically ask some questions on there if the residents, if you think that you have a deer problem, have you ever been involved in a deer accident? Has it caused damage to your property or vehicles? And it asks you a couple questions. It gets into a little bit more with that, saying that if you have enough property, would you be willing to use your site as a call location or a harvest location? If yes, then you could punch in your information and then they will follow up with you after that. So that survey should go out August 1st is when they said it'll go to August 1st until November 1st. That will be the first survey and the first step of this process of getting it out there. They did it last year, and I believe they said they got over 15,000 responses. This year, they're hoping to get over 30,000, just to kind of get a better survey of what everybody's thinking. And it'll be narrowed down by jurisdiction, by zip code. So they'll be very detailed of what each resident thinks. And again, we'll post it many times to make sure we get as much data and people who are willing to potentially use the property for a call or a harvest, that we'd be able to do that.
Okay.
Are we waiting for the survey to take place, or asking the residents if we think we have a problem?
Yes, that's the first step.
And
During that time, so over the next few months here, once this weather breaks, we're gonna start getting our drones up and kind of going into those areas and counting. That'll be the next step here. So once kind of probably August, September hits, we're gonna start putting the drones up, kind of giving count and see how many we have. And then at that point right there, they'll be able to kind of determine how many is eligible for or harvest, what their kind of recommendation is, and then go from there. And again, I think at the last meeting, or maybe 2 meetings ago, we talked about the cost. Obviously, that's another factor. I'm waiting to hear back from Flat Rock. I'm gonna give them a call also to see if they are also willing and they have an issue that they're gonna do, and make sure they get involved with this too, to do the surveys, to see if there's a problem in both jurisdictions. Because really what the coalition said is taking care of it in one area only doesn't take care of the problem, right? I mean, deer travel. So if we take care of the problem here in Rockwood, but no other communities around us are doing anything, the problem isn't solved. And I guess that's kind of what happened in Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor did it, and they kind of did it for a year. Nobody around them did it. Well, then the population just went right back up, and it looked like they didn't do anything. So it is something that we do need our neighboring departments and cities to kind of get on board with this also, to really take care of the overall problem. Otherwise, it's really not ultimately doing anything. So that's kind of the next thing, is getting all the other communities involved.
So it's a multi-step process.
Did you experience how long does it take to start eradicating the deer with a process like this?
I was told by earliest would be
From the
like
start.
from the start. The earliest would be 2027, like the 2027 hunting season, potentially 2028. That's what I was told. Yes. Yeah.
And there's no hunting in Rockwood, right?
No, there's not. That's why, again, they have to go to a council vote and a resolution for it to be approved to actually do it, and then the approved locations to it. Obviously, we just can't say, oh, hunting in Rockwood, and everybody go out and shoot deer. That unfortunately, that can't happen. But if we have certain areas that are going to be, so basically what it is during this survey, everybody who says, yes, you could use my property, they're going to post it on a map, so they know how many properties in a row. So if you have 3 green properties that say yes, you can do it, and it's a 10 to 15 acre parcel, that's a good spot to be able to, for them to come out and say, yes, this is a good location, we'll be able to do a call or a harvest here. If you have one person says yes, one person says no, one person, that makes it more difficult. And they said that's where they had the problems in some cities, is that not everybody was on board, and you got to have a decent amount of area to be able to actually obviously do the call, to make sure that if a harvest is made, that they don't run onto somebody else's property or go somewhere else that they don't want it there. So
Is your opinion, Nick, that we have to qualify for this?
it's not qualified. No, we don't have to qualify. The survey and everything is just kind of getting an overall opinion of what all the residents think and want.
So many organization is in cooperation with all the neighboring.
Correct.
things?
Yeah. So that's kind of where it starts right there. So like I said, this is the best practice that they came up with. Again, this isn't I'm brand new to the board. I got on 2 weeks ago when this was brought up, so by no means am I an expert. This is the information that was received during that meeting.
Well, Nick, I'd like to thank you for doing a good job.
Appreciate it.
So we're doing this, right? We're involved in this and doing this, right?
Oh, we're 100% involved.
Okay,
and doing
we're already
it, yes.
involved.
We are.
It's a multi-step process.
I am already in, and
You're on the panel, you got stickers and everything.
I'm
All right.
I'm on the email
All right.
thread. I'm on all the meeting threads. I have
right.
all the information. So yes, we are ready to go.
I have a couple questions, and you may not be able to answer them since you're 2 weeks in, but if you could report back to us, what will be the cost of the survey to Rockwood taxpayers?
The survey is no cost.
Okay.
Yeah, the survey portion of it is all taken care of by the coalition part of it. So
Great.
there's no cost for the survey. The survey is an overall kind of state function, not necessarily a state thing, but the coalition is taking care of the survey portion of
Okay.
it. So that has no cost to the residents. The cost comes in when you do the call and the harvest. That's
Okay.
where the cost comes in. And again, those can be mitigated by other, jurisdictions also getting in with it and helping everybody out. The cost can go down. And I think I said at the last meeting, roughly like $10,000 to $15,000 is a ballpark.
We have a question in the audience.
I got a question. You said they're gonna put up the drones to actually find where the herds are. Is that what you're talking about?
Not necessarily the herds, just to get a count of kind of how many are in certain areas. So not necessarily just like herds. To say, we'll put it up in certain areas where we know that we know that there's a lot of deer over here. Put it up and parcel out, say a 3 acre parcel, and say, all right, we counted 50 deers in this 3 acres, right? And then report that back. This is how many deer we have in this acre. Go to a different location. We have this many in this location. Are we going to be able to count every one of them? No, but it kind of gives you a good ballpark if you have 50, in a 3 acre area, which is a lot of deer in 3 acres.
Yeah.
That obviously is a problem that we need to take care of.
Well, because my concern is, where I live, we have quite a few deer right in
Oh.
the subdivision.
Oh yeah, and that's one of the
all my
that's one of the
plants are
spots.
Eaten from my front
Yes.
yard.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and we literally the other day watched a deer hide her baby in our shrubs and walk down the street.
We've been getting calls almost every day on fawns in people's backyards, on porches. So
Yeah, right on Candace.
They were in our backyard.
yeah.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
just
they're
came right
everywhere.
over the fence like it was nothing, looking for
Oh,
that
yeah,
baby.
they're coming in and are jumping right over the fences. I got
Yeah.
a privacy fence, but I haven't had them in my backyard. But they
Yeah.
cleared out all my hostas and
Oh yeah.
everything
There
out
wouldn't
front.
happen to be a subsidy program for our vegetables, would there, that
Yeah.
For her what?
our vegetables?
Oh yeah. There's like I said, there's a lot of deer. I mean, that's
So-
why we're
I take
looking.
that as a no to the supplement.
I think that would potentially be a homeowner's insurance thing.
Yeah, I got a question.
Yes.
You know how many deer accidents we have?
That's what we're looking up right now. We're trying to get for a long time when they punch an accident, it just goes under accident. So basically, what I'm trying to do right now is go over every single accident for the last 2 to 3 years. But I have to do that one by one because they're not labeled as deer versus car. It's just accident. So I have to go through. I think there were 600 and something accidents. So I have to go through each one of those to see how many actually deer accidents happen.
Odds are it's gonna be strangers not aware of the neighborhood because I know all of our neighbors are all like, we go slow and you watch at dusk, to
Oh, yeah.
watch and pay attention. Candace,
Oh,
at Homestead, we're right there by the school.
Yeah.
Mr. Robinson, did you have a question?
Oh, I was just gonna say, from what it looks to me, is that basically the whole point of the survey is they need to get the big picture so they can make a big proper plan that actually addresses the issue. So in other words, the ball is already rolling now.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Multi-step process.
This might be a silly question to you, Nick. Is there any way we could, if they were intruding on private property, that they could be,
I mean, they're deer. I don't know.
I don't know what I was gonna say.
Well, okay, what were you gonna say?
You
If they're,
could shoot them if they come in the yard.
I knew what you were gonna say. No.
Maybe we could vote on it.
Yeah, we don't have hunting right now, so again, when even when it's open for hunting, right, that doesn't mean that you could shoot a deer in June because it's.
I've been living here, there's no hunting in this city.
Correct, yeah, I think the only city around here is Brownstown,
Okay.
Brownstown and I think.
Need that ordinance, is that a Wayne County thing or a local government?
It's a local thing.
Jurisdictional.
Oh, well, then we
You can hunt in
change that.
Brownstown, yeah.
It's jurisdictional.
What would it take to take a look at that again?
Council would have to look at that and come up with a resolution.
Do you know when that was implemented?
What's that?
Not to be able to sit or
Over
shoot
30
in
years
city
or
ordinance.
35 years, I don't know.
I'm not sure exactly when, I don't think ever.
We used to hunt on.
I mean, there'd have to be limitations, you know what I mean? There'd have to be rules, but,
Yeah, there's areas in like
You can hunt
Brownstown, there's areas in
Boston,
Romulus.
you're on township, you
yeah.
can hunt,
Yeah, there's-
Brownstown.
There are parcels in some communities that yes, you can, that Rockwood just
Well,
is
that
not
could
one.
solve our problem.
Because I know on here, on 4th Street down here, I don't know if that's Brownstown or is that Rockwood? It's,
Once you pass Woodruff, you're in Brownstown.
So it's
Flat Rock.
past Woodruff,
Flat
it's
Rock.
Brownstown?
Yes.
Oh, then it was Brownstown,
Yeah.
because we used
Yep.
to hunt in the woods
Right.
off of Old Stripe.
Yeah, that's all
for years and
Brownstown,
years,
yeah.
My whole family.
It's Flat Rock, west of Homestead.
Right.
It'd be Brownstown.
Okay.
Some of Brownstown's
So-
all over.
Yeah.
Okay, so the point is, but Nick's got the ball rolling. We're
Yes.
starting this process, and which is what the residents have asked for, and that's a good thing.
Yes.
So,
Chief, I had one additional question. It sounds like you said you would be reaching out to Flat Rock. Will you be able to report back to us how many jurisdictions or cities would be willing to participate in this? Or you may not know now, but,
Absolutely.
okay, thanks.
Not a problem.
okay. Any other questions or concerns about the deer issue at this point, or?
I just have one question, I'm sorry, Nick. So, and then after the calling, you say the meat will be, to be a, what do you call it, like a butcher?
Yes.
Whatever they do, and they actually process the meat, and then the meat gets used?
Yeah, it would be donated to food banks.
Okay,
Or,
perfect.
yeah, and there's not only one way to do it. There's multiple different ways. What a lot of jurisdictions do is they donate the meat to some sort of food bank.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep, thank you.
The backstraps too.
I would imagine all of it.
All
And
right.
again, there's many different ways. It's not the only
Right.
way. It
Yeah.
could be,
I
hey,
guess
if you,
when we
if you
get to that-
harvest it, if you harvest a deer, it's your deer. The meat
Right.
is yours. So there's
When we get to that point,
yeah,
we
it's
can
not
talk
only
about
one
that.
way. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
only one way you could do it. So
Sounds like we're a little ways off from that,
yes,
so.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Any other public discussion for items not on the agenda? I don't see any other hands. All right. So let's move on to public discussion for items on the agenda. Any public discussion for items on the agenda? I don't see any other hands. Let's move on to the action agenda then.
Motion to approve the action agenda, A, council minutes, July 1st, 2026, B, accounts payable.
Support.
Herzog,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Slavin,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Crampton.
Yes.
Alrighty. On to the reports of the city officials. We will have Chief Hill back up here, right back up here.
Good evening again, Mr. Mayor, City Council. I have a couple of things for you. One, during the month of June, our officers responded to 382 incidents, which resulted in 4 arrests and 58 tickets were written for the month. Just looking for a motion to accept and file the police activity report for the month of June 2026.
Motion to accept and file the police activity report for the month of June 2026, dated July 1st, 2026.
Support.
Johnson,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Slavin,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Griswold.
Yes.
Okay, next, 6A2. At this point, I am requesting an authorization to purchase a 2026 Ford Explorer patrol vehicle from Gorno Ford and get it fully equipped at Herkimer Radio Services in an amount not to exceed $60,000. This price also includes removing all police equipment from the 2023 Chevy Tahoe that will be turned in preparation for sale/trade-in. The money from the sale or trade-in in the Tahoe will be used to offset the cost of the Ford Explorer.
Motion to approve purchase of 2026 Ford Explorer from Gorno Ford and fully get the vehicle fully equipped at Herkimer Radio Services in the amount not to exceed $60,000.
Support.
I just have a couple questions. So will the Tahoe then, will be down a patrol car during that transition time?
For a little while,
Okay.
yes. I already have contacts in with Herkimer to kind of get everything rolling, and the Ford Explorer, I already talked to them, it's already in, and it's already marked for us. So they're just waiting for us, it's already there on lot. So it'll be a transition period that we will be down one, yes, for a little while. With this purchase also, and I know, I think I talked to Mr. Slavin about this, and I know I'm looking to trade the vehicle in. All right, I think with the problems that we had with the Tahoe, I believe a trade-in at this point is our best option. They were originally offering around $16,000. I talked to them the other day. I got them up to 18, which I think that is a pretty fair market for that vehicle. Looking it up, it's pretty close to the fair market value. I think at auction because I'm sure that's what they'll do. They might get make a little bit of money on it, but it's nothing extraordinary at all. So yeah, I would like to trade this vehicle in and just offset the cost right away.
And will that be brought up at another time for the trade-in? Because I just wanted to ask you about the charter language
Yes.
for that.
No, I think I would like to do it all right now.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Sure.
So yes, there is charter language about the to have a sealed auction for the sale of vehicles. There is a provision in the charter at C12(1), purchase the sale of property A. Says council could designate an administrative officer, city in charge of purchasing, and shall be responsible for the purchase or sale of city property. Comparative prices shall be obtained in purchase of the sale of the material. And it goes on and it says basically the city council and the purchasing officers shall determine that no advantage to the city would result therefore. So basically, I'm taking that as, look, we're selling this vehicle, and us selling this vehicle and turning it in, there's ultimately not a hit in any way for the city. I believe with all the problems and issues that we've had with this vehicle, I would really hate for a resident to put a bid on this vehicle without it going through proper inspection and everything from the dealership who will do that. Again, this vehicle has had nothing but problems since the day, well before even I was here. It has nothing but issues, and I think that there's probably more issues coming. So it's my recommendation that we trade it in, have it looked at once over, and then they can do what they want with it.
To your knowledge, because I do know that you are new here, do you know that this practice has been implemented before, where rather than follow the charter language, we have chosen to do something else with the vehicle, such as trade-in?
I heard it has been done. I don't have the exact time frame when or what it was. I heard yes, it has been approved before, but I don't have the exact answer of what that was.
And in your opinion, do we typically sell vehicles as is?
Correct.
And so we could potentially sell this vehicle according to the charter provision, or what the charter language, and with the statement that here are the repairs records, here are the things that have been, this is all public records.
Absolutely.
So it's not as though we're selling a vehicle insinuating that it is drivable even, because I think DPW has sold vehicles in lesser condition before.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Yes,
Okay.
it is a process we could do. I wanted to bring it up for, I think, ease and knowing that the issues that we had with it, to not give it to somebody. Of course, if we were to sell it, we're going to put all the issues, right? You have to.
Correct.
Now, like I said, we put it up for bid. I don't know where it goes, right?
Sure.
I don't know if we get. I don't know where it goes from there, right? Because this is for the trade-in of us going to pick that one up and trading that one in. I think after we purchase the vehicle, they no longer want that vehicle. They don't want the trade-in, right? Because it's already been exchanged. So if we do want to do that, we absolutely can. It would take a little bit longer. That's all.
And would they hold the
Impasse.
Explorer for us that's already being held for us?
I'll have to confirm that. Yeah,
It's
'cause,
a longer process.
I think if we were to put it up for sale, obviously I'd have to remove all the police equipment out of it, remove all the decals off it, post it for, I believe it's a week. And then, so yeah, it'll take, before, it'll be out of service for at least, say, 2 to 3 weeks before we would even be able to purchase the next vehicle if we did that, if we went that route. Or we could just purchase the vehicle and then do that at a later time.
Correct.
Absolutely. We don't have to do
Sure.
a 1-for-1. It could just happen later. Again, I just wanted to give the option to council. I'm okay either way. I just wanted to give options.
Sure. And thank you for bringing this to our attention. I didn't realize we were going to be discussing whether or not we'd be selling or trading in today. So I'm slightly ill-prepared, but as almost everyone on this council knows, I'm pretty black and white. If it's in the charter, I want to follow what the charter language says. Even though there's a provision for it, I don't see that that's necessary or called for at this time. So for me, I would say I would like to follow the law or follow the charter and say we should put it up for a sealed bid.
And again, I'm completely good either way. If we get the approval to purchase the vehicle, I'll go out and purchase the vehicle right away, and then the sale will just happen, once everything gets removed and taken off.
So could we then could we amend this motion then to just specifically for the sale, for the purchase of the vehicle?
Absolutely. Yes.
And then maybe we could table this if possible for 2 weeks, and we could discuss whether or not we should sell it or trade it in
And really, the motion is just to buy the vehicle.
Okay.
I think the secondary portion of it was just brought up, and we were talking, like if we could throw it all in there, good.
Okay.
But right now, it says in the motion for the sale or trade-in.
Okay.
But and that's at a later time. So really, the motion is just to purchase the vehicle from Gorno Ford. and fully equipped it at Herkimer for 60,000.
Sure,
So
okay. Did we make that motion?
I did.
It's second.
Okay, okay.
In an auction, what do you think you could get for it?
I couldn't tell you.
Do we have a blue book on this?
So in the current condition, Blue Book is, every site's a little bit different. 19 to 22-ish.
So they're right in the ballpark.
Yeah, so we're, it's not by any means, I don't believe that it would go for 30,000, right? I don't think it'd be anything like that. I think we would probably put it up starting at what we are already offered and kind of see where it goes from there. We might get it, we might not. If we don't, then we'll have to, bring it back to council and say, okay, what should we bring this price to, and kind of, to get it out. I can't guarantee it, right? I mean, I know I'm offered 18 on the auction, or we might get it, we might not. I couldn't tell you.
And then the 60,000, where is that money coming from?
Fund balance.
Okay.
Yeah, there'll be a budget amendment at another council, probably the next council meeting or following council meeting, to transfer funds.
My understanding as well is that whatever method we use for getting the Tahoe off our hands, we would still have to approve it. So just as we would normally have to approve accepting a purchase, we would also have to have a motion to approve trading it in.
Nothing with the Tahoe or anything else would happen until it comes to council.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think we can divide the transaction. If we're going to buy a car today from the dealer, this is the time to trade it in. I don't think we can buy the car today and say 2 weeks from now we'll tell the dealer if we want to trade it in or not.
Well, could you
And
speak
it's
to
a-
that, Chief?
And
Do you
it's
know?
savings.
So I believe the trade-in, and I'll have to confirm this, but I think the trade-in would be with the purchase of the vehicle for vehicle trade-in. Once that trade-in
usually
is
what it
done,
is.
once we purchase the vehicle, I'm not sure that,
Yeah.
I don't have the exact yes or no. I can confirm that. I don't believe they probably would trade it in at that point. They might. So it could still be available. But I would assume that if we decide to go to auction, like I said, we're probably looking at 2 to 3 weeks, right, before it actually gets all done and everything gets removed and we could post it. Wait the week. I'd have to confirm with Ford whether or not they would say yay or nay to that deal later on. I don't know.
So then are we perhaps unprepared to make this decision today, since we don't know if we would be putting ourselves at odd for the trade-in? If we purchase it, that's a good point, Councilman, that you can't come back 2 weeks later and ask for a trade-in.
Well, either way, the vehicle will be sold. The
Correct.
Tahoe, no, regardless whether it's auction or trade-in, like that's going to be sold one way or another. It doesn't matter how council decides to do it. It will be traded in, and that money will go directly to the purchase of that vehicle, right? So I don't think it really ultimately would matter one for one, because ultimately it'll be sold or traded in one way or another.
But you read a caveat to the charter,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, the way I see it is, one
So-
way we have a guaranteed price for the vehicle,
Right.
Right,
right? The other way, we don't have any guarantee, correct?
Right.
So the charter gives us a caveat, so we're not violating the charter at all, according to what you're reading. So I don't see the issue here.
yeah,
If we
I would
act
rather
on this
take,
now, we have a guaranteed price.
oh,
And
exactly.
we're gonna get a police car because they're holding it for us.
Right,
We're not violating anything. Yes, sir.
Along the same line, if we delayed the whole thing for several weeks,
Yeah.
that means that our police officers are gonna be using this Tahoe.
Yes.
Whatever expenses that we have to, almost every time we have a council meeting anymore, we have another expense for the Tahoe.
It might break again, right?
And/or we've got a police officer in this piece of garbage running around for
Right.
the 3 weeks while we try to decide.
Right.
We may put another $900 into it.
right.
So,
So
I could-
I would want to make a decision tonight.
yeah, me too.
And my position
Same.
would be, I don't, like the chief, I don't wanna send a piece of garbage out there.
And
Although
that's
legally
gonna-
we can get away with it.
Right.
I don't wanna send a piece of garbage out there that
Somebody else could drive.
somebody else
Yeah.
can drive.
Correct.
Right.
So I think
Oh, I'm sorry.
morally, I think I wanna get rid of it and wash our hands of it. And I think just from a practical business standpoint, this is something we should do it now.
Yes,
I'm with you.
agreed.
There's a second already on the.
It's
There was
guaranteed money.
A
Sure.
slightly different thing I also wanted to bring up, that unfortunately our attorney is not here tonight, but I had previously asked for him to look into where the vehicle might start and in regards to the lemon law. And While
But
no-
he said it has to be the same thing over and over.
No,
and it
I
isn't.
did bring up that from citing from the law that wasn't the only condition, and to look into whether it met the other potential condition, which was whether it was in the shop for 30 days or parts of days within the first year we had it.
Yeah, but I think he also mentioned that that would take possibly years to fight with an attorney.
And
Yeah.
a lot of money. Well, we
Yeah.
could get our money worth now.
Comment from the gallery.
I've actually dealt with the lemon law, and it has got to be the same exact problem over and over again for it to qualify for the lemon law.
I don't think it applies to commercial vehicles either. Nick, what's under the hood of the Ford Explorer you're looking at?
It's the V6. Not the EcoBoost, no, it's just a straight V6, it's not, no, it's, yeah, we didn't do, so, you know, there are two different vehicles, one has twin turbos, and there's quite a few issues with those ones that we don't wanna have here, so.
So just point of order here. So are you stating that you don't think that you could get Blue Book value or what you're being offered for the trade-in for a sealed bid?
I'm saying I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you could get more.
He didn't say that.
Yeah.
He has no idea.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
I just want, for clarification purposes, prior to me voting on this, I'd like to clearly understand what you're stating. If you don't know, it makes it difficult to vote whether or not we could be, losing $2,000 or $3,000 or $1,500 or $5
Yeah.
But I always-
as the trade-in. That's just my
So
question.
you could lose that 2,000, and then like Mr. Slavin said, they drive it for 2 weeks, and we're gonna put that 2,000 into it for another break.
The one thing
tit for
I could tell council right now with this vehicle. Like Mr. Slavin said, I think I've been here, every 2 weeks and asking for more money.
Sure.
I could tell you and I could assure you right now that in 2 weeks, if we keep this vehicle, I'm going to be back here and I don't know what it's gonna cost. I could 100% promise you that. I already know that. So yes, if we have this vehicle and we keep it in service, in 2 weeks I will be back for more repairs.
Not to mention, again, I come from police service, but we're putting our officers in this vehicle
Yes.
for a couple more weeks
Oh,
on the road,
absolutely.
and now
I
we're putting
don't
them at
disagree with
risk.
any of that.
So,
I don't just-
I think we just need to get rid of this thing.
My issue is just whether or
I'm not
not.
worried about $2,000 for the city,
Well, I am, because this is taxpayer dollars, so every single penny matters to me and how we deal with it. So that's just why I want to get clarification.
Yeah, and again, I don't have the answer, right? Because I don't know what it could go for on
Safety
auction.
matters
Like, yeah, I
too.
just don't. Yeah, I don't
Safety.
know. I just know when we post it, we're gonna have to obviously put. We have to be transparent and be honest about what we're selling. I can't be like, oh, it's a beautiful vehicle. We've never had an issue with it.
Right.
I have to go in. With
I know you wouldn't do that.
I have to go with the list
You're
of.
gonna have this stack of
Here's my
paperwork,
binder of
receipts.
repairs this
Yeah.
thing has had,
So
and the potential of what I know is already probably wrong with it right now.
We
And-
could get more, and we could get less.
Sure.
You get
And-
more
We
or
could
less,
get a
you
lot
get
less.
less.
You gotta
As is,
guarantee
though, right?
18,000.
As is.
And do you have you said, what were you offered for this vehicle?
18.
18, and that is for sure, like, in writing?
Yeah,
that-
we're good with 18. I have an email. Like I said, originally the offer was 16.
Okay.
I then called back again. I'm like, hey, 16's too low. I'm like, work with me. I asked for 20 and kind of played a little shuffle game, and he was like, 18's the highest they're willing to go. I'm like, okay. So kind of got it to that 18 number.
Okay.
So
Make sure what we're,
Blue Book on it is roughly like 19. Like I said, depending on what site you go to.
So it sounds like they're offering the low end of the spectrum.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to go to auction, right? I mean, they're going to make $1,000, $2,000 on it. They're not going to sell it. It's going to go right to the auction house, and they're going to sell it. So whatever
Also-
that auction is, what that price
Also,
is.
the Blue Book probably is for assuming a vehicle that hasn't
pristine,
required as many repairs.
Yeah.
And commercial vehicles usually kind of go
Yeah.
a little bit less, just because it's a
Yeah,
police
well-
vehicle. They run a little bit harder. They're,
Yeah,
you
I was
know.
gonna say, if the police vehicle, the engine is run for basically twice as long as what its mileage will say.
Yeah, the mileage says 90,000. I bet you if you really did the, if we dove into the idle time,
Yeah.
we're probably close to 200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so just make it clear, we're going to vote on buy and trade in.
You would just have to amend the motion.
That's
yes.
going to be up. Yeah.
Yes.
Amend the motion to, what did I say? I'm sorry.
Do we have to vote on this and then go back to amend the motion?
I'd like to amend the
I
motion
think
of
we have to
purchase
vote on
of,
this and then go back to amend the motion.
Or can we do it as two motions?
Now, I want to dangerous ground here.
Yeah.
My understanding of Robert's Rules of Order, we have a motion, we have a second. We can have an amendment,
That
but
sounds
then
good.
vote on the amendment to add or not.
We-
And then we
Okay.
go to the motion, but that's,
We have a second right now, we can vote on this motion, and then we can have an amended motion to trade this in.
or we can have an amendment to the motion before we vote.
I'd like to amend the motion to purchase the 2026 Ford Explorer.
Yeah.
Ford Explorer from Gorner Ford and fully
Oh, oh,
get the
oh,
vehicle
Ms.
fully
Merker,
equipped.
hold on. Deputy Clerk would like 2 motions, so it's clear for
I
her
think we need
notes.
2 motions, one for this, the buying of the 60,000, and then the other motion for the trade-in.
We can do that.
Yes,
Yes.
I'd like to do that.
So since we already have this motion on the table.
Yes.
So I thought it was amending this though first.
No, we're gonna, you already did the, we already got you, and then the second for this one, for the buying. So if we could do, I take
So
roll for
this
that?
vote
and
will
then
be only
the
to
second
buy.
one
This
for
is only
the-
the buy right now,
the trade-in.
we're already seconded, and then we're gonna take another vote.
Okay,
Keep them
okay,
separate.
so, I see what you're
Keep
saying.
them second, so go ahead.
So I'm okay, okay. Merker,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Slavin,
Yes.
Cox.
Yes,
Crampton,
Yes.
Grisbeck,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
okay, now there would be a motion to trade the vehicle in.
I'd like to
correct?
make a motion to trade the
For eight-
vehicle in
Okay.
for 18,000.
To
Support.
Gorner, yeah, to
To
Gorner Ford.
Gorno
And you
Ford.
do
To
have that
Gorner
in
Ford.
writing.
Yes, I have an email for.
I just say that because we don't have that, council doesn't have that.
Absolutely. I will forward you the email and my text message that I have from. I'll have him put it on paper tomorrow. I told him I was going to call him in the morning. I'll have him put it in paper and send it over, and I'll email it to everybody.
I gave support. I did want to make one comment first, was that yeah, it was a little.
We need a second before we make
I did.
comments.
He
Okay,
seconded
I'm
it.
sorry, I didn't hear that.
That yeah, it got a little raucous, but it is our duty to our due diligence to make sure we are doing the best for both the police and the taxpaying residents of Rockwood.
Well, the purpose of council is for discussion, so,
Yes.
yes, so, thank you.
Okay. Merker,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Slavin,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes,
Crampton,
Yes.
Grisbeck,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
okay,
That is all I have.
okay,
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Fire Chief Merker?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. The only item I have is the June fire report.
Motion to accept and file the June fire report for
Support.
2026.
Support.
Robertson,
Yes.
Slavin,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes,
Crampton,
Yes.
Grisbeck,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Merker.
Yes.
And just a quick item, if anybody didn't see it on Facebook, the post about the fires, we had one a week ago Sunday, and then this past Sunday, they were completely unrelated, even though they were both at the same location. They were just, second one was, the guy was working on the piece of equipment and it just caught on fire, so it was completely unrelated, so hopefully that's
And quickly put out.
not a third, not 3 times the charm, so we're done at 2, so.
and no injuries, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right. Treasurer McCoy, thank you.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I have before you a financial report for the second quarter of 2026. And it's an overview of all of our bank and investment accounts. If there are any questions.
Are you just looking for a motion to accept and file?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Motion to accept and file the second quarter of 2026 and the last quarter of the fiscal year.
Support.
Slavin,
Yes.
Cox,
Yes,
Crampton,
Yes.
Grisbeck,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson.
Yes.
okay, Deputy Clerk will have a,
Thank
thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Deputy Clerk has some, an update.
I just wanted to touch base with everybody about early voting for the August 4th election. So, early voting will take place here at City Hall on the second floor in the community room. The dates will be Saturday, July 25th through Sunday, July 26th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Then it'll be Monday through Friday, July 27th through July 31st from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then it'll be Saturday and Sunday, August 1st through August 2nd from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. The flyer's also been posted on Facebook. It is also on our website, and we have it
Front window.
in the front window,
City Hall window, yeah.
City Hall window, yep.
Great, thank you. All right, Department of Public Works, Director Boran.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I got a couple things on the agenda this evening. First one, water meters. Requesting permission to purchase 4 water meters through Ferguson for the amount of $16,481.40.
You said 4 or 40?
40.
Okay. Why so many so fast? I just was wondering. I've never seen that, so.
I usually get a batch 30, 40. Yep.
40?
Yep.
Do you? Okay.
We got there's a list of 25, 30 that are dead right now and don't have no meters.
Okay. All right. So, motion
I have
to.
also a
Go
question.
ahead.
We haven't had a,
Do you wanna do the motion first?
Yeah, we need a motion.
yeah, we need a
second.
motion, yeah.
Motion to approve the cost of 40 water meters at the amount of $16,481.40.
Support.
My understanding is this is a long process of replacing all of them.
Yep.
What percentage have we now replaced? Parts?
I'd say we're close to 40%
And what's your timetable for getting them all?
years.
Did you say you had a requirement, right?
There's 6. They're giving a little leeway on it now because they know a lot of
Okay.
municipalities don't have. They're $600 a meter now.
Right, right.
So
2030, I think you told me?
yeah,
Was
long
the deadline?
long as I'm doing 1% every year,
Okay.
they're happy.
Okay.
It's about 2030?
I hope. By the time I get done, it'll be time to change the old ones we did already.
You're right, right. That's usually how it goes, right?
Are we installing the meters as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now, we install them as they're dying. Every time we read, there's 10, 15 dead.
Okay.
So we're updating them first. We good?
Yeah.
All right, second thing I have
Oh, we
is,
gotta-
No,
gotta
we have
vote,
to
Bobby.
vote.
oh, all right.
Cox,
Yes,
Griswold,
Yes.
I'm sorry, guys, I'm sorry. Cox,
yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Griswold,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Slavin.
Yes.
And the second item is requesting permission to purchase a Pocket Pro reader for reading our meters. Ours is 24 years old. I changed the batteries 3 or 4 times and now it's done. And for the amount of $1,724.44.
Motion to purchase a Pocket Pro reader for reading water meters for the cost of $1,724.44.
Support.
Crampton,
Yes.
Griswold,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Slavin,
Yes.
Cox.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you. Okay, we have some consideration items from our city administrator, Mrs. Trush.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. The first item I have on the agenda is a resolution to accept the fiscal year 25 33rd District Court financial audit. This is requested every year. This is accepting and acknowledging that the city and the council has gotten the audit and had a chance to review it. This is not necessarily an acceptance of their management practices or the numbers within the audit, but just that the council has received the audit that was filed with the state.
Okay. Motion for resolution to accept the 33rd District Court Annual Financial Report for the year ending December 31st, 2025.
Support.
Oh. Mr.
Oh,
Slavin.
always, Slavin has questions.
No.
That's okay.
Better you than me.
I warned you all when you put me here that I'm one of those questions people always ask why. Somebody says, okay, please sign this or approve this. Why do you want us to do this? What do you want us to do? Why do you need this?
I thought
I met with the court administrator, and I've had discussions with many people in this room about the court generally and specifically this situation. My understanding, I'll underline that, this is not a court request, it's not a court document. The court is not asking us to do this. The court is not requiring us to do this. The court very much doesn't care if we do this or not.
Well,
This comes from a committee which controls the budget for the court. The budget for the court is controlled by 7 individual representatives for the 7 jurisdictions that the court covers. They set the budget. They then decide how the various municipalities will pay for that budget. They're the ones who are asking for this. My understanding is this is something that's been done for 35 years, and this is the language they've been using for 35 years. Some people say, well, you know, Slavin, why do you care? It's a little thing. I turn around the other way and say, well, if it's a little thing, why are you asking us to approve it? I was told, some people have told me, the reason why this is done is for that magic word, transparency. Whatever the budget committee, the 7 people decide the court budget will be, we're gonna have to pay a part of it. That committee decides what the budget's gonna be and how that budget is gonna be cut up between the 7 municipalities. And just, our mayor is the representative of this town on that committee. I'm gathering that 35 years ago, somebody said, well, since the cities are going to have to pay this, they ought to get a copy of the audit. Good idea. And for some reason, they decided that the representative on it couldn't somehow be responsible enough to make sure to take it back, so they wanted to have a more formal way of doing it. Okay. I said, well, you just send it to us registered or certified mail, and you got, now you know that this council or at least the government's got it. Well, maybe the council didn't get it. So somebody probably had the bright idea, well, let's have a council resolution there before we know the council saw it, because we're going to have to pay whatever they say our share is, period. And then somebody decided 35 years ago that they would use this language. And I think they overshot. This language does not just simply say we received it. That's all they wanted to do, wanted to simply say that. And if you look at the thing they sent us, I would scratch the word whereas, that's just fancy. I would scratch the 2 words after received. If the whole idea was just the council seen it, because we're responsible for the budget, and then scratch the second paragraph. If all they want us to do is say, yeah, council has seen it, that's all we need to do. I am always suspicious of extra words, fill-in words, because I don't know what they mean, and I don't know what somebody else thinks they mean. Usually they mean nothing, but then why are they there? My 2 cents. And if anybody has any other questions about the court, I don't know if you all want to get into that, but we can discuss that too, about exactly. This is sort of the cover, the whole situation, you know, what we do, the relationship between the court and the city. Rather complex thing, which most people I don't think understand, and every day I talk to somebody, I pick up more information.
Councilman, are you requesting a change to the verbiage or just stating you're not happy with the verbiage?
If I had my way, I would have changed it.
I'm still unclear.
He's talking semantics. He's not happy with the wording.
That's correct.
Okay.
And to me, and I've heard that answer before in this context and other contexts, government is words. If you think the semantics is not important, you have a different view of government than I do.
You talk about words every meeting. I know they're important to you.
Yes, I agree with you.
But it does say accepted and received, and that's all they're asking us to do, so. But
Well, second
you and I
paragraph
can, you and I
also
can
says
agree on different things, but,
all they want us to do is acknowledge acceptance. We don't need all these words.
okay. We've accepted it, and I agree to it. Do you have do you want to disagree with accepting it, or are you
If
okay
it's-
with
as it
accepting
stands right
it?
now, I'll vote no.
Okay.
If all we want to do is make some changes and simply say we received it, I'll vote yes.
Okay. Are we ready to vote?
Griswold,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Slavin,
No.
Cox,
Yes.
Crampton.
Yes.
Okay.
The next item I have on the agenda is the 2025 sewer bond tax refunds. These are issued every year. We have a section of residents on Woodruff that do not have the benefit of our sewer system. They end up getting taxed for that benefit, and then we refund it back to them.
Right.
So I'm looking for a motion to approve the refunds in a total of $2,012.25.
Motion to approve 2025 sewer bond tax refunds for the amount of $2,012.25.
Support.
Johnson,
I just have a question. Since
Sure.
this comes up every year, is there any way their assessment can be changed to take that off, or is this something we have to do every year?
So it automatically goes on the tax roll. So it's cleaner for the tax roll to allow it to be processed and then refunded.
Okay. Okay, yes.
And there's nothing, since we have we changed the software we use for handling that at all? I was wondering if some of them might have some features to potentially handle that for
Different
us,
software?
or any of the systems that we use for handling
No.
that.
I
Okay.
mean, the tax software doesn't have
Okay.
accommodation for this.
So I motioned it.
Yeah, it was a second.
Second.
Okay, Johnson,
Yes.
Merker,
Yes.
Robertson,
Yes.
Slavin,
Abstain.
Cox,
Yes.
Crampton,
Yes.
Griswold.
Yes.
All right,
Okay,
thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, we have no administrator's report, no attorney's report, so we'll move on to the mayor's report. I just have a couple quick updates. We have some openings on our boards. We have an opening on our openings on our zoning boards. We have an openings on a board of reviews and openings on our compensation boards. All of those applications can be picked up at City Hall. I believe they're on our pages also, our social media, or our website pages too. So if anybody's interested in being involved, we would appreciate it, filling out some applications. With our money for our police car that we submitted under the state budget, it looks good at this point. I know if anybody watched the news that they finalized, the Senate finalized their push for their budget just before the holiday. The governor has not signed the final budget. I'm told within the next 2 weeks. I'm hoping that gets signed. At this point, I'm being told our police cars have been left into both sides of the budget, so I'm praying that it'll be signed in and we should know something very soon. So that's going to help, and I hope to have some good news maybe by next meeting after that. So I'll keep everybody updated and we go from there.
That's
Okay?
that's for the replacement for the two other cars.
This is for our ask for our direct spending this year for the state, what we asked for state funds. So, I'm not going to dive into this tonight, but I just want to touch on it real quick. There was a planning commission meeting. Jeez, oh, Jesus.
Always happens.
Yeah.
There was a planning commission meeting the other night, and we are going to. It's going to come to council, and we decided to give council 2 weeks till August 5th to make a decision on that. It's a tender subject for everybody. Council did get a planning packet. There was a lot of information in that packet, a lot of good information. That's why we're giving council an extra 2 weeks to go through all of that information. There is a lot of info in there, along with the rezoning, review of the project, Michigan zoning acts, master plan reviews, drawings, zoning maps. I would hope that all of council watched the meeting or will watch the meeting and does some research. And again, we will convene on August 5th. If anybody has any questions or concerns, please feel free to email myself or email any of the council members. All of their email addresses are on our website. I saw an incorrect email address on social media. That is citycouncil@rockwoodmi.org. That is not a good email address. Do not use that email address. Please go to the city website for any of the council members' web email addresses. It is their first initial, last name @rockwoodmi.org. Please feel free to email any of us with your concerns. You can call me direct, call City Hall direct, and we will get back with you. And please come to the meeting on August 5th. Feel free to voice your concerns, and we will go from there. Again, I don't want to get into that too much tonight, but that is pretty much all I have, and we will go over that on August 5th. So with that, Mr. Slavin, any old business?
Nothing, thank you.
Mr. Crampton? Mrs. Marker? Mrs. Griswold?
I just want clarification on the email address. Is that an internal email address? Is that why?
It is.
So it won't
It's
work
just-
for the
It's
public?
just an Outlook email address for internal.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So everyone needs to use the first initial of our
Last
name
name,
and then
yes.
the last name,
Yeah,
okay.
it's on the
I
website.
stand corrected on that. Thank you for correcting me publicly here. I apologize for that. That was my post. All of our email addresses are online as the mayor suggested. Old business, I did just want to ask the chief actually about fawns. He brought that up earlier and I just was wondering if you felt comfortable talking about what we should do.
Police chief.
Yeah.
Go, Chief Hill? There's a question about funds.
I don't know if you want to address this publicly, but you did earlier, so I thought I didn't have an opportunity to ask you because we got sidetracked. But you did say you're getting quite a few calls on fawns. Do you want to discuss the procedure for that here, or do you want them just to call you? Or both?
I would say you don't need to call the
Okay.
police department.
Okay.
Leave them alone. The mothers will be back.
Okay.
So they set them there, and then the does will go out and do their thing and eat, and then they will come back and get their fawns, and they'll be laying there all day long until mom comes back. You don't have to
Okay.
call the police department.
Right.
They got their way in there. They'll, if you leave a little exit for them out, or leave a gate open or something to make sure, mom will come back and get them.
Okay, and so would you, I know the answer to this, but would you recommend feeding them or petting them or
No.
picking them up?
Leave them
No.
alone. Let
Okay.
them be. Don't feed them. Don't pet them. Don't just leave them alone. Take a picture if you want, but just let them be. Mom will come back and get the fawns, and they'll move on to the next house later on. So
Okay, thank you.
no problem.
Yeah, we actually, there's 3 of them by us, and the mom comes, she puts them under the bushes, she'll take off, we're gone all day long, she'll come back, get them, and they go back off in the woods. And then there's 2, I think with twins, that are at the corner of Woodruff and Olmsted. She leaves them in the woods right there by the creek, and they'll actually come out looking, and then they go back in, and she comes back. So we see them all the time.
They're pretty smart.
Yeah.
They know when to run.
Yep.
All right.
That was it for old business.
The old business?
No old business.
Old business, sir?
No, sir.
Okay, on the new business, Mr. Slavin.
No, sir.
Mr. Crampton? Mrs. Merker?
No.
Mrs. Grizzly?
I just wanted to ask with the 10 days, early in-person voting starts in 10 days, correct? Is that?
Yep, next Saturday.
Okay. How is the city prepared to handle that with the absence of a clerk? Or what will we do, I guess, going forward? Will that be something that you'll handle
Yep.
solo?
Yep,
Okay.
I'll handle it. We have our election inspectors that are all set and ready to go for early voting as well.
Okay.
So we'll be okay.
Okay, and are any other cities stepping up to help you for early elections?
No.
Okay.
So, I'm getting help off to the side.
Okay.
Brownstone's been great helping out like they did previously. But as far as everyone has an election this year, so nobody will be here.
Okay.
But Wayne County's been very good, and they have an actual personnel that comes out that can come out as well and like train and help out, so they're available by phone.
Okay.
So if anything, we need them at all.
Okay, sounds good. That was it for new business for me.
The new business,
I
right?
was actually just gonna follow up on that with, that it is important to get out and vote. While it's, technically not a presidential year and it's only a primary, that there are still important things on the ballot. As I recall, isn't that the smart buildings is on that ballot too? So that will not wait for November. So if you want to voice your opinion on the transit millage that will apply to us and every resident in the city, then you should make sure to get out and vote on any of those early days or on election day.
Or absentee
Or
ballot.
absentee ballot, yes.
Mr. Johnson, any new business?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, well, if that's it, then I would ask for an adjournment.
Motion to adjourn?
Support.
Cox?
Yes.
Crampton?
Yes.
Grisbeck?
Yes.
Johnson?
Yes.
Merker?
Yes.
Robertson?
Yes.
Slavin?
Yes.
Okay, meeting is adjourned. Everybody have a good weekend. Man, did you get a card?
Oh, it's only about an hour.
No, that's.